Hello and welcome to The Hero Spouse. I'm Kendra Ruth, here to answer one of your questions about marriage and midlife crisis. Today we have an anonymous female left behind and forward-moving spouse with a bomb drop of June 30th, 2020 and a date of marriage of 1998. She has a clinging boomerang who is a high-energy replayer. She says, my MLCer moved out July of 2022, which was 2 years after bomb drop, but he's always come over every day, all day. We travel together as a family. He cooks for me. He takes care of everything. And a year ago, we began having physical intimacy after no intimacy for 4.5 years. He sleeps at a rental. We don't talk about our relationship. He's much calmer than a few years ago, and he talks a bit about gratitude. There's no alienator that I know of, and we're truly great friends. Where from here? Okay, that's all wonderful, isn't it? So a few questions. You say there's no alienator that you know of. Was there one? Are you saying that the alienator is gone? Or are you saying there wasn't one before now also? So I'm curious about that. And not for me, but just for the history. Was there one that he had gotten rid of? Did he leave and had there been? It sounds like you're saying there hadn't been also because you didn't reference one before. Okay. So, and he's coming over and he's spending all of the time with you, which an alienator wouldn't like that. So there wasn't somebody dragging him away. So what were his reasons that he gave? What was he processing when he said he needed to leave? What was he feeling? And what were his triggers? What were the things he needed to integrate? And has he been an avoidant, do you think? Because he's been, like you said, clinging boomerang, definitely. He comes over every day, all day. So is he using the home as home and his rental as his bedroom? Where, okay, good night, I'm going home, go to bed. And then comes back, wakes up, comes over, and home is home. And then goes to bed by getting in the car and driving away. And what do you want? Because you say you haven't talked about the relationship. Now, why is that? Fear? That might be the big one. Are you afraid that if you bring that up, suddenly he'll shut down? Or has he ever monstered and you are trying to avoid that from happening again? Or you don't know what you won't want to hear? Well, I don't ever. Why do we have to mess with what we've got now? We have a good thing going, all of those kind of things. So the next question I have for you, or suggestion, I don't know, question, is, have you ever considered? What do you want? Does he like his alone time? And does he like his together time? And the same question for you. Do you like having time alone and time together? And what do you want? And what I mean by that is not all relationships have to follow cultural norms. And I'm not giving advice. I'm just putting something out there, which I've made a few suggestions times, is it is okay. And it has to be an agreement that both of you are into. But it's okay for a couple that are in partners to not actually live in the same house, but to have a full relationship together. But is that what you want? There are some people that I think are great that way. My mom, I don't think she should have a partner living with her. I don't think that's just the life she should have. It doesn't work. And, there are some people that's not the right, to have a partner living with them. But it does seem strange when you spent 25, 30 years together, and then it changes, doesn't it? That seems odd. But is it something that you might have ever considered? Because maybe it's like, oh God, no. But some of you might be going, oh, the only reason I'm asking this, I'd never thought of that because it's just not done. And that's just not how people are supposed to be. Who says who? If that's how you are, if it works for you, then that might be something that works. So that's just a thought. Okay. And maybe it works while it works. And then at some point, he might want to come back together. Or maybe you're okay with either situation. Like, I can do this, and I can do this. I'm not just biding my time. And maybe you are biding your time right now. And so let's say, which I'm going to bet on, that's what we're usually doing. When we're standing, we're just waiting, but not waiting, because standing isn't waiting. You're not waiting by the phone. You're living your life. But at the same time, we are standing for our marriage with the idea that we will reconcile. So, what should you do about that? Talk to him. Talk to him about it. What do you need to do? Because how are you ever going to reconcile this? I don't mean reconcile together. I mean reconcile this gap of, I don't know what we're doing, if you don't ask. And if you don't talk to him. And I understand how do I bring this up? I'm really nervous about bringing this up. I'm scared. I'm afraid that he'll turtle in. I'm afraid maybe if he doesn't, he'll get mad. I'm afraid he'll reject me. All these different things that might happen. I'm afraid he'll just complain of, why can't we just keep doing, why do you have to mess with something that's going well? So when you talk to him, start out with that you are feeling really a little bit nervous about this. But you trust him. He is your partner. He's your best friend. You say you're truly great friends. And so start with, I trust you, and I have been nervous to talk about this with you. But as I've been thinking about it, I trust you. And so I shouldn't have to be nervous with someone I trust. Because I know we trust each other. And we have a safe space together. And then you bring what you want to talk about. It's like, we've been doing really well, and I feel really safe with you. Do you think there's going to be a time when you would like to move home? Or would you prefer? Maybe you leave it at that, or you give him the option. Or do you prefer to maintain what we have going? Or do you want to maintain what we have going for a while and then reconsider again? Maybe those are three different. Then one of them allows him to maintain it with the idea of, I'm just letting him be not ready yet. I don't know. Where do we go from here? MLCers move slowly. And you have one, like you say, clinging boomerang. I mean, coming home every day, you said. Together as a family, cooking for you, taking care of everything. No alienator. And then you have progressed to physical intimacy again. After 4.5 years. Those are some big deals, and that's a lot. That one is progress forward, physical intimacy. So you have become more and more safe together. Trust in that safety, but let him know that you are trusting in that safety. And this is a soft and gentle conversation so that he feels safe. He feels safe saying, no, I'm not ready. And I want you to help him feel safe, saying, yes, I am ready. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. But also saying, I'm not ready. That's really, I feel good right where we're at right now. Is that okay? And maybe he could tell you why, maybe not. He might not understand why. But at least he will know that you are there and that you are a safe person for him. You are the safe person for him. And that is what's really important, is that we're safe for our spouse. Okay? So I want you to think about that. Okay? And I want the rest of you to think about that sort of idea as well, being safe. The safe person for our other people in our lives. Okay? And I will see